Oh yeah, I forgot we're streaming. I started the stream and I was like, oh shoot. Also, I need to. Oh, I shouldn't be yelling. I need to make my mic quieter. I realized that's like something that's just been needing to happen. And of course, Windows sound system is just awful. Is anybody here yet? Let's see. This is some good stream start music, I think. Oh yeah, I didn't schedule anything on YouTube, so there's probably not going to be anybody here, so that works out. I also just realized I set the timer wrong. That's when we usually start the stream, but it's actually 7:30. But we'll see. I don't really know what we're doing for today's prompt. I am a bit worried about that. So we'll see. Okay, so just to avoid peaking my microphone, I've made it really quiet now. We could probably, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll keep it right here. It should be higher technically, but we're gonna drop the audio. Just well, I'll just turn it down myself, uh, and hope that balances everything out. Wait for some people to fill in. What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Let's see if, hopefully my mic's loud enough. If not, we can do some adjustments. I just want to prevent peaking because that was a really big issue for the past couple streams and I just haven't addressed it yet. But yeah, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday the 26th. I hope you're all having a good midweek. I've had a pretty good midweek so far. Actually, I'm gonna go grab something really quickly before I forget. There we go. Sorry about the delay there. But yeah, it's day 2 of the Promptathon. We had a really ridiculous stream yesterday. Once again, sorry for peaking the mic. Uh, what was it? A 4-hour stream. We were rated near the very end by the Bernard Chang, who, shout out by the way, if you're maybe somehow magically watching this in the future or something, sincerely thank you for the raid. Really cool artist. I highly recommend all of you check him out. You can find him on Wikipedia, but Instagram. He has his own personal website as well, and you can of course go follow him if you guys want the @ I'll drop it in chat. But yeah, so that was our first raid. We had a pretty good work yesterday. There's some issues I have with the shading on V1. I would barely call it even shading, but that's kind of what we get for, you know, rushing inking. I always do that. I need to hold the permanent rule for myself that whenever it comes to inking, do the form lines first and then worry about texture and everything afterwards. And I'm noticing that we are getting a bit quiet, so I will turn myself up just a tiny bit more gain. I just realized that's also something that's missing from my layout right now. Is I have something called source stock. For some odd reason, it's not here. Yeah, it's just gone. Okay, well, maybe OBS updated and decided to go, but that makes my life a tiny bit more difficult. Yeah, legit, hope all of you guys have had a good day. If you would like, please let me know if you had a highlight of your day today. I'm not sure. Okay, thank you, pizza. Jeez. I'm not sure if have a highlight of today. I got a pretty good picture of a house finch. I mean, I just realized I muted myself somehow. That's cool. Don't know how that happened. But yeah, so I'm not sure how much you guys didn't hear there. That was my bad. But without any further ado, we're just going to get into our warm-up of today. We have to make the best use of our time. I don't know what we're going to do for our prompt. I am a bit concerned about that. This is all my first time listening to the entirety of the Tunic soundtrack. So if there's crazy music in here, I do apologize ahead of time. Let's see if I could fix the microphone one more time. And also try to... It should be source stock, and I just hit this, but it isn't working. Oh, I see what's going on. I just do not know how to fix that. Interesting. I'm clicking things, but nothing is really happening. So, oh wait. That had the opposite effect of what I wanted. Darn. Okay, well, we'll stop caring about that. We'll get started. You're going to notice something a tiny bit different than usual. I really... Making sure I have good zone right there. Cool. The camera's in a bit of a different position. I really like tall camera. And so that's how it's going to be. Wait! That's what's... Wait, what? All of my tools are gone. That's so weird. I knew something was missing. Whatever. Well, the show must go on, right? I'm gonna try one more time to get this working. Source stock is an ideally good plugin, but oh, visible. There we go. What is going on? why did it turn itself off? Okay, well, here, let's fix this. Makes my life a lot easier if I have it. I'm gonna delete this. Delete, I say. There we go. Make this one visible. Delete that one. It all should be well. Cool. Okay, yeah, no idea why that happened. Anyways, without any further ado, guys, let's get a little warm-up going. I also want to make that timer a lot. I have all of these adjustments I want to make. I need to start writing them down. But yeah. Oh, also, yeah, me wearing my hoodie and seeing that on camera just reminded me. It's just been a very dreary, gross, lame day. Like, that's it. Man, this makes I got some tiny, tiny ass wrists. Jeez. But I'm not gonna even say it makes my wrists. I do just have small wrists. Um, anyways, yeah, it's just been a dreary, gross, kind of day. Really nothing redeemable about it. I really hit a wall today in studying, uh, which is very disappointing because, yeah, I mean, I just have a lot of stuff to get done. So I'm gonna have to be spending some time after stream tonight studying, whether we go overtime or not. I'd really like not to go overtime so I can keep my sleep intact. I don't have to go to the gym tomorrow, which means I'll have some extra time to do some stuff. Hey, what's up, gyms? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to day 2 of the Promptathon. How's your day? Oh, wow. How has your day treated you so far? Jeez, if I could speak. Oh, maybe we don't draw today. Maybe. I also forgot to schedule the stream on YouTube, and even though we get most of our viewers on Twitch now, that probably didn't help. I'm not even sure if I switched the thumbnail. Because yeah, last night we ended stream at what, like 11 o'clock? So I was definitely not in my right mind when making the thumbnail and such. I'm okay, I'm not great, but better. How are you? I wish today was more productive. I started this week off Monday with a crazy productive day. So today was a bit of a bummer. Tomorrow, I'll have exactly a week until my next exam. So we're going to be really honing in on that while doing Promptathon. I have a very big project that I've not gotten enough progress on for my security class. All of these anxieties, they're slowly building up, but we'll do our best to address them little by little over the coming weeks. There's bigger projects and things like this that can really, gnaw at our, should I say sensibilities? I don't know. Also, is my mic peaking at all? Is it sounding a bit better than usual? I want to make sure it's not too, it's going to be quieter. And if the music's too loud, then we'll have to make the music quieter because I want to keep probably the mic around this volume. Just trying to avoid peaking it too much. I'm a louder individual. I've made known. Ooh, evil music. I don't want the evil music. Oh god, it's so evil. Okay. Sounds good. Huge. This taller camera is a bit weird to me. I always work close to me anyways. I've seen plenty of art streamers who have like angled desks, which I need to start doing. I just need to buy one. I spent $70 on this desk, so I'm not really wanting to give it up. But I did see a $90 one on Amazon, which looks pretty cool. Oof, I just have no idea how to set up my everything on it. And plus I'm moving, So who knows what the setup will look like in a year. It's crazy to think I started streaming on my orange, nasty. Oh, the music was very low, but that may be the song. Yeah, never mind. Okay, cool. Me ranting over here, not even looking at the questions I asked in chat. My bad. Yikes. Just got like 11 Pokemon movies for $40. Oh, heck, I didn't even know there's that many Pokemon movies. Seems like Pokemon's really been hitting a major. I mean, I feel like every 3 or 2 years, something new Pokemon happens, or maybe four. Maybe it's an Olympic oriented thing, but um, Pokemon Go, and then I feel like you had a wave two of Pokemon Go, and then like every so often there's an app or a game or cards or something. Oof, that was really, really wobbly. There's like double that. Oh my goodness. No wonder it was such a miracle that Ash got whatever award he got, you know? In 27 seasons. I watch One Piece, that's nothing. I'm shrimply not. Why did I say that? I'm gonna take off the hoodie. It's a sweatshirt. It's not a hoodie. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I call it a sweatshirt. Actually, I know why. My mom calls like all hoodies sweatshirts. Why would we call them sweatshirts or sweatpants? That cannot be their intended use. A clothing item that is intended to make you sweat? No. Nasty. What's the difference? A hoodie has a hood on it, the thing that you put over your head. A sweatshirt, I guess, does not. You can use a hoodie as a sweatshirt, but you cannot use a sweatshirt as a hoodie. All of these kind of silly little hypotheticals and stuff are very topical for today's prompt. Someone did do we haven't talked about the prompt yet, but someone did do a soup prompt, and I actually, or like a soup variation of today's prompt. I really like that. I may steal something like that. I just have no idea. I've been thinking about it all day. I even like pitched some ideas to my roommate, and he tried coming up with a couple, or just he tried coming up with some. It's a hard thing to come up with anything, really. And it's a test of creativity, not in the sense of whether you can come up with something, but oftentimes, whenever we try to be creative, we think possibly good ideas or bad ideas. We really censor ourselves. And so feel like this prompt is a pretty good manifestation of that. Not that it's designed that way, but it's really easy in the pursuit of being creative to shut down things fast. And that's how you hurt your creativity. That's how make it less of a habit because you aren't as good with that filter. And we do it because a bad idea is shameful. Ooh. Failure is bad. Ooh. Never step outside your bounds. Wow, I'm just off my game today. That's tough. What? Okay, let's focus up. This sounds like an excuse, but the paper feels weird. I know that is like quite literally an excuse, but something's off. Yikes. I have no idea what's going on with my ellipses today, or even some of my lines. They're just wobblier and stuff. I feel like I'm just generally less accurate. Is the post lesson 5 fall off? I miss old Kavel. Cool, cool. That turned out better. A little bit more focus. That's what it gets you. But we'll do one more string of ellipses, then we'll call that for the warm up. I will not lie. I was considering playing some Leifei at the for today because I was listening to her before stream, but I don't think. Not that there's anything wrong with listening to her, but I'm not sure if that's stream material. I'll play King Gizzard, but I will not. I guess I won't play Leifei. Lauf, is it? It's Leifei, right? I don't know. I barely just started pronouncing Nujibis correctly. For all I know. Something just feels off about the page. I could not tell you. Okay, decent warm up. I'm not too upset with that. So yeah, without any further ado, we're going to take our quick usual post warm up break, talk a little. We'll talk about the Promptathon and such, and then we'll hop into it. So be right back, everybody. Cool, cool. We're back. So, man, this Tunic album cover, maybe I have to steal some of its colors. It just looks so nice. And I think it complements our stream thing. I think we've gone a bit too minimal. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's talk about today's prompt. So, oh goodness. There we are. So, today's prompt is between two slices. The temple of nomenclature hath decreed cerealless soup, hot dogs, or tacos, and anything encased between two of the same things is a sandwich. So that's the guidelines. A thing encased between two things. Make for us the most exotic sandwich you can think of. It does not have to be edible or even made of food, but it does have to serve some kind of purpose. If it's meant to be eaten, try to concoct something that can be, oh my goodness. I always mess up. L reader, dude. I guess this will help me. You can't imagine how horrible it is me trying to read scripts for like lesson videos. Trying to concoct something that one might actually consider eating. And if not, identify what purpose it does serve and use that as a focus for your design. And if sandwiches aren't your thing, then pick another staple dish to twist beyond recognition and unsettle your friends. Yeah. Oof. Okay, we made it through there. Only two terrible mistakes. And yeah, I am crazy lost. It kind of just hit me now that I gotta figure this one out. And I have no idea. Oh, wow. Some people did some awesome stuff. Tyson B1 made a pretty good sandwich. That's actually quite horrifying. I'm trying to think. I think Soko has to be the best one I've seen today. I mean, Soko is just a goat, but I like theirs. It was a breakfast croissant on a mousetrap, which I just think is so good. Yeah, it's a hard prompt. We were really treated well to the first one, and I do not know how to continue from here. I did see like a bath one that was like a soup joke. Someone also made this like really cool animated GIF of like a bug and like Godot. So that's just huge, crazy awesome. Trying to see, and of course I woke up this morning and instantly opened Drawabox just to see what what we're getting today. Oh, that was smart. Someone did Tom or Jerry from Tom and Jerry getting smashed between two symbols. Stress sandwich, pretty good. Oh my gosh, there's a bearded dragon wrapped in a tortilla blanket. That's pretty good. What I was thinking of today, and here we can actually pull an image of this up. If I could find it. 2 words. And this is really the only thing I need to describe what I would want to do today, because I consider it like a thing stuck between two things. Is Freeran getting eaten by a chest, or a mimic, I should say, sorry. I think that's pretty good. It's just I don't feel like it's enough. Right? Like I feel there's so many pictures of just this pose that I feel like I'd just be copying something. Not there's necessarily like a standard of expectation for quality. Oh, what is this? Oh no. Google, you should be auto-censoring that, dude. Okay, cool. Wait, what is this? Okay, I kind of really like this art style. Cool. But yeah, so that was an idea. I'm not totally feeling it though. It's a hard one to. So we may just have to sit here and look at this picture of Furin getting eaten by a mimic in order to decide where we go from here. Other ideas I had are not good. Like I really couldn't. There's like the soup one, the soup idea that I really like. This is the point where like Delano would step in and be like, "Oh, do this," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's so smart and that's so creative." What is something? Oh, there is also Chilichuk getting stuck inside of a mimic. That is also a joke. Is there anything Dungeon Meshy related we could bring this to? See, I have no clue. This is a bit weird. I'm gonna bring it back up here. There we go. Um, there's really only so much you could do with it. Maybe we dual prompt this. We have the like the scene or the setting, or it has to be sandwich. So how would we relate like a random noun to this? This is the desperation of my creativity today because I just could not. It could be mimic oriented. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because I feel like this pose of free run is a bit too easy. Ah, what is this? Oh, that's just a comic posting of it. Okay. I'm trying to think of things in my daily life that would fall under this category, but I'm not coming up with anything. I have an idea. Please say. This is the creativity rant I was having earlier. Is just let it go, right? Anything, so long as it's an idea. I'm gonna skip this song. It's a bit. We'll keep it playing. It's only a couple more seconds. And there is also soup, but I'm not sure. Not identify what purpose it will have. This does remind us of one prompt we did. It was the animal that is also food, and we did a crab croissant, a crab club croissant. That's what it was. And I like that one a lot, but who knows? Hmm. I'm gonna turn the music down just a tiny bit. The mimic's eating people, but also someone is stuck in between two mimics. Two mimics, three people. Interesting. That's a lot of mimics. I like it though. Maybe we should explore this mimic route then. I think that's a pretty good idea. That's kind of ironically, tie into the food theme as well, right? And I'm just seeing cool art of Freerin. Oof. Oh goodness, what is that? Oh no. Okay, I'm done looking at that. That makes me sad. Yeah, I'm kind of. This one's very, very simple. This could count for the 250, or no, the 25 chest challenge, not the 250 chest challenge. But we just do a simple mimic and like the Jaws hand with like someone sticking their hand out of the water. Isn't that how it is? Or like the Left 4 Dead thing. We do that, coming out of the mimic's mouth. I feel like that is just probably the easiest one. Oh wait, no, because it's not trapped between two things though. Wouldn't really call that a sandwich per se. So the mouth would have to be near shut, just kind of like as it is in Ririn's situation. There's just straight up the sandwich from TF2. That could be fun to draw, but that'd be more of a study. Uh, I definitely could not color that, given I don't have colors for that. Let's see. I'm gonna go through some more people's ideas, see if I could steal anything. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, Mickey. Mickey did a book with a sock as a bookmark because they're actually doing that. Oh goodness. A nasty sandwich because I'm working on homework and found myself using one of my socks as a bookmark for my reference. Oh. I say we don't ink it tonight. We keep it simple because we're not doing another 4-hour stream. Uh Wait, I just realized this person, Tyson did do a sandwich mimic. Dang it, how did we not see that? Dude, I'm not gonna put their art because I don't have their permission, but someone did a sandwich. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, there's this picture I put in earlier, which I just find funny. Where is it? There is just straight up this, right? That I find that to be a bit comical. Oh, this is adorable. Wait. That's pretty gangster. Uh not vibing with it yet. Oh shoot, aren't these from Steven Universe? Isn't this a Steven Universe thing? Sorry, that just came up when I looked up cat sandwich. Hmm. Why are they putting him in bread? Stop. Stop it now. Leave him alone. That is actually a great one. Someone's already done that. I was thinking about doing that as a backup today, and then someone did it. I was like, ah. And there's nothing wrong with two people doing the same thing, but what if I look up forbidden sandwich? Yo, wait. This may be something. I think this is meta. This is like, stuck between. It's stuck between three things instead of two. I think. Actually, is it ever? Except for the point in the middle, it's always stuck between two things. But I think this is also a crusty, gross image. Oh, wait, okay. This is a Reddit meme, so I apologize, but I think we're onto something here. I'm just going to get rid of that. I feel like just without that, it's even funnier. It's better this way. Someone already drew this one up here. But I like this. I think we're getting somewhere with these. I think we found the correct search term. Oh, is that eel? Oh, oh my god, that's shrooms. Dude. This is pretty creative, sorry. I'm just like looking at Reddit now. This is unhelpful. But that's pretty creative. Okay. Wait, there's a whole subreddit. Wait, I'm trolling. Oh, it's r/forbidden snacks. That's okay. The Tri-Witch is pretty good. I don't really know how I would go about drawing that one. Oh my gosh. This is so edgy, but I do like it. I don't know why there's so much mayo, but knuckle sandwich. I don't think I've seen anyone do a knuckle sandwich yet. And we could involve V1 in this. Holy guys, I think we did it. I think we did it. I haven't seen anybody do a knuckle sandwich. We need to lock it in before anyone else does. Okay. Let's get this out of here. I think the knuckle sandwich it is. What if I just look up knuckle sandwich? Okay, I have an idea. There's a restaurant in in Illinois called the Knuckle Sandwich. Or no, sorry, Indiana. Called the Knuckle Sandwich. Is there any closer to me? Not really, no. Hey, chat, you want to go to Knuckle Sandwich? Okay, sorry. Cool. So it looks like um sounds right. We have an idea. So we're gonna pull up our V1 again. I want to buy a V1 plushie so bad. How much is a V1 plushie? Sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked. Ultra plush V1. $30. Estimated ship May 2025. For $90, you could get V1, V2, and Gabriel. I'd feed Gabriel to my dog. It comes in a... Oh. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll get one of them. And of course it's going to be V1, because, like, why not, right? Just saw a post, it's, why doesn't V1 fly? They have wings. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess. Get out of here. So yeah, I already have an idea for the post, so we'll get to doing that. Yeah, okay. I think we figured it out, guys. We're still good on time, so we can actually be done. Oh, wait. I mean, yeah, who cares? Oh, yeah, we started stream early, that's why. Okay. Let's freaking myself out for a second. We'll set our hour timer, and we'll get started. Bam, jump scare. Whoa. And I'm actually gonna move this. Hey, welcome, Penguin Claws. Wow, you came just in time. We just spent like the past 15 minutes picking out what we're drawing tonight. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Got a Twitch chat. Oh, this is Chubby Penguin. Huge. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us over here. Definitely no need to. Yeah, still Penguin. Yeah. When I first saw Penguin, I was like, oh, what a coincidence. But that's huge. Awesome. There's a piece sushi place in Illinois called the Blue Sea. Interesting. What's a piece? Is it one piece? Did you mean to say one piece sushi place? If so, that's huge. That's awesome. And we're gonna do a thumbnail real quick. And actually, before we do that, also, people complimented my pencil last night. There have been a few who have come to this stream with hate and animosity in their hearts as to insult my pencil. Look at us now. Not good. You forgot the one. I want to go to a One Piece theme. Actually, I think there is one in my state. I'm not sure, though. I would not be surprised if there wasn't one. No, in my state, but here, One Piece restaurant. Where is this? Oh, that looks so unhinged. That looks very sketchy. Is that one? Or is it just conveniently named? Wait, how close is this to me? Is this in my same town? No, okay, cool. I was about to be so surprised. We'll hide the timer because, like, who cares? So I want like a waiter holding plate. Yeah, okay. Shout out to this dude for looking so happy. Here, wait. Look at this guy. Look how happy he is. I want basically this pose, but it's with their hand on the plate. So it's kind of doing this in a way, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. And hand on here, right? Hand knuckle sandwich. Let's see. This is the thumb right here, like that. So that's the goal. Cool. Okay, well, without any further ado, man, my back's been still cool. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the pose. Should we make V1 look dapper? Ah, this is where the feature creep comes, you know? This is where the Kavel wants to draw for 4 hours straight comes from. Okay. Let's move this reference over. I forget I have this monitor right here that I can use to look at the reference instead of. So I don't even think we need a thumbnail too much. I mean, we'll get a general idea, out of the way first, just to kind of say, hey, this is what we want. Um, so yeah, I want, with this pose, the chest is gonna be broad. They're gonna be standing up, back, doing like that motion, right? I don't know why I did that though. It's not what I wanted to start with. I think I want to start with the chest. I forgot the general shape. I see a lot of generals tonight. We may need a 3D, the 3D one. V1's side profile is pretty tough to nail down here. I'm not going to. I can. Oh, that was not on purpose. Jeez. Okay, let's lock the camera real quick. Cool. Nice. Don't break everything, Cav. Come on. Oh, that's Twitch. Say hello, Twitch. Goodbye. All right, let me hide that real quick. Whoop. You don't need to see all that. I like when it lies to me. There we go. Wow. Bear did mention that they're drawing today. I'm not sure about Cat, but I'd be very happy to see it. And Delano's also yesterday. He didn't talk about it too much, but he did a wonderful job. So I'd love to see more of that from Delano. Oh, I forgot we're like at a weird size here. There we go. Might fall asleep. Got 4 hours. Please go to sleep. Like, goodness. Sleep is very important. You should do that. I can't tell you what to do. I can't give free medical advice on the internet. That's poor. But I think, personally, it would be wise to get more than 4 hours of sleep. And I recommend doing that. Not getting 4 hours of sleep, but sleeping for like 7.5 to 8.5 hours. I can't remember the whole like curve that they have, but yeah. In fact, I would say you don't need to come to the stream ever if you if you want to get some sleep. Okay. So yeah, just as a general shape, it'll be okay. No, I'm gonna do full 2D profile. I usually do, but I was watching Pokemon. Okay, that's valid. I mean, still, but yeah. I did that the other night. I was just chatting it up with my friend. Uh, so yeah, I'm not one to speak on that, but definitely the goal is 8. I just recently sharpened this, so it's gonna be a bit brushy, if that's the best way to put it. Wait, why did I do that? It's gonna be like that or something. I don't know. Just getting some shape ideas here. The head is probably about as big as this, so we can go quite large. I would say technically V1 has like multiple arms because grappling hook and all that. And I had class in the morning, so he couldn't sleep in. I get that. I mean, I now no longer have 8 a.m.s, which is dangerous because now I sleep in till 8. But that usually has now resulted in me staying in bed too long. Like I get out of bed at 8:30. I need to stop doing that. It's so difficult when you have nothing to do in the morning except for study. That's where discipline is needed. We'll start right here and then make the... We didn't add the wings. Last night, our drawing, we didn't add the wings. We forgot the wings. Oh my gosh, we do that every time we draw V1. Dude. Oh, come on. Every single freaking time, man. This is weird, but I'm marking it out with a square. And the T and the A or the I, whichever it was for the alive. The fact that I go to college and yet I have like this mental capacity, it amazes me, you know? That's about half is met, so we're gonna be good like this. I've seen plenty of styles because like V1's head shape is really weird and really hard to draw. Remind me in the future if I ever make a hit game with a funny, silly robot character to make him easy to draw. V1 is not. I mean, you can get away with the simple like you no matter how much you want to reduce it, you'll get V1 somehow, I guess. You have that you can have like a silly V1. You can get away with it, but like trying to draw it a bit more formally, quote unquote, it's tough. I did a presentation the other day and literally said I forgot what I was thinking. Yep, that's valid. That's happened to me before. I don't know why I'm focusing on adding detail. That's not our job here. But I am anyways. Haha. Anyways, okay. I do forget we are on a time limit tonight. Not really, but I want to sleep. I want to do homework. Let's be a bit. We'll start with the hand. Not start with the object. We'll start with the hand. We learned that last turn. Come on, Kev. Now, as for hands go, this is gonna suck. So studying shapes here will be importante. Something of the sort. Then fist. This is V1's left fist, which V1 actually doesn't. My favorite thing, I can't remember who taught me this, but sleep is for the weak. Yeah, you get weak when you don't sleep. Like that makes sense. I used to be a kid in high school who'd like, oh, I only got 4 hours of sleep today. Sometimes true, sometimes false. Definitely thought it was a cooler thing. And now in college, I lament the fact I really want more sleep, like all the time. Let's get a good fist reference here. I got distracted. La, 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 la. We're gonna wow. Head over here. Oh, I guess we could use this. Actually, no, I'm gonna grab my reference from over here. First? No, I want a fist. Fist. Why do I keep spelling first? Gosh. That doesn't help. Oh wait, I can just mirror it. That's how fists work. Let me do this one. Oh, here we. Is that no? That's a right fist. There we go. Okay. That's the left fist. Look at that. That is kind of weird to look at, like with a 2D sense of mind, you know, getting rid of the gestalt part of your brain that's like, oh yes, that is a fist coming at me, where you kind of like obscure, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at, but you mentally obscure what's happening behind the fist, the rest of the arm, but then you're like, oh wait, that looks really weird. Like in perspective, that's very strange. So we have our bread. I can't believe no one's done a knuckle sandwich yet, and I feel so happy. We have the top of the sandwich here. Krabby Patty or something, I don't know. It's gonna have like the little... Can we make him look happy? How do you make V1 look happy? How do you make like something with only an eye? What is a happy eye? It'd be like... I could kind of see it. I have to like squint my eyes and forget that I kind of suck at drawing. But that's untrue. Uh, he's happy to serve you this knuckle sandwich. And there, if this stream goes so poorly, we could submit this as 50%. Now, should we do a little bit better? Yes. Am I going to draw the waist? No. It'll be a good day if we could avoid drawing that. Oh goodness gracious! Oh wow, we opened up to our other Promptathon, which I really loved this one a lot. Maybe I draw V1 a little much. We could have submitted this one today as well. Anyways. And our other Promptathon. We forgot the dang wings! Whatever. Okay, let's draw some happy V1. I mean, this is already pretty okay for a sketch, but definitely a lot harder, so we have to be... and we can cheat a little bit here. Help ourselves out. This is the focus right here, so we can truncate this a bit. Okay, so center is center mass. So if we get center of the page, that'll be pretty freaking cool. Let's make this stream fast, guys. Even though that's not necessarily a bad thing that we take our time, but I feel like I keep prefacing that to defend myself. Anyways, we're going to take a quick water break, and then we're going to jump into this. Hopefully, we could actually probably finish this on time. Okay, cool. I feel like the color's a bit desaturated, but eh. Oh yeah, this... Oh wait, we have barely any reflection from this distance. I think here, let's look at something with more ink. Oh, wrong. Oh shoot, guys. Did we figure out the secret? That's gonna be pretty hard to see the lighter pencil, but I mean, I forgive you guys if you can't see it. Let's get into it. I felt so bad about the raid last night. Sorry, I'm switching topics super fast. I felt super bad because like I was also wrapping up, or as far as wrapping up goes for 4 hours of streaming, but so 2 and 3/4 and a 16th. 2 and 3/4 and a 16th. Right? Yeah. Cool. And then 2 and 3/4 and a 16th up here. There we go. That reflection isn't helping. Definitely a darker line than I would like, but it's whatever. We know it's 9 inches, so if we go up 4.5 from both ends, we should meet a decent place. 2, 3, 4. I'm not doing mental stuff, but 4.5 is down there, so we'll meet in the middle. Cool. We don't need to be that precise, actually. Is that the mark? Where did I put it? Oh, geez. No, it's right here. I forgot. Just a pivot. There we go. Cool. Yeah, you guys can't even see. Oh, you could barely see that. If you really focus hard enough. I think I'm so white that if I put my hands in frame, maybe the... Okay. Hoping my actually fluorescent skin will adjust the white balance so you guys can see things a bit better. Cool. So yeah, we want to start with a chest. Gotta be really, really... I kind of want to start with a softer mass, but I know that's probably not wise. I wish we could, like, disassemble V1 here. Well, we'll try to understand what's going on here. I mean, all we do have to care about here is the side profile. So yeah, waist gets pinched. Is it at the same spot? Nah, it seems like right here where the abs happen. We're not going to get this perfectly, but I would like to get pretty darn close. This meets down here. So I think if we start with this rectangle, we'll be pretty okay. And then we start pinching. I mean, this whole thing is a slope, but yeah. Cool. I'd say our center line is actually the center of this. So if we start going up from that, we'll be fine. I'd rather move more things to the left. Don't have a good sense of scale here. In fact, I'd really move it to the left. More. Because the less wings we have to draw, the better. Try to stay in the center here. Can't believe we're doing a V1 prompt 2 days in a row. Someone stop this guy. I think one of Bear's exams is probably coming up, so best of luck to Bear. That stuff ain't easy. I have no doubt that Bear will power through, though. To anybody else that's having exams right now, I know plenty of people are. Like clicking on the bios of people in a Drawabox and just saying, exams, sorry if I can't respond, or stuff like that, just happening so frequently. Slope up, assume body ends like about right there. Wow, that slope is pretty darn high. It's like a 3/4 of this, so probably about right here. That's too much. Then we have a bit of fall off right here. Had your exams 3 weeks ago. Oof. What emote is that? I can't even. What? Hover. Oh wait, no, I'm in the wrong thing. I can't even see it there. What? I'm being scammed. This sucks. It looks like money with wings, but I really can't tell what it is. I just thought of something stupid. It'd be funny if you guys just went up to like an art streamer. Not me, because I made the joke, so you guys have to use it somewhere else. It's an apple emoji. What? Huh. I did not see it. Uh, but go to a random art streamer and say Devin chat. I feel like that would be a. Actually, don't go trolling other creators. What am I doing? Inciting reckless, childlike behavior. You guys are better than this. Also, this just need. Oh wait, what am I doing? What the heck? It's all about 1 3/8. So we need definitely one of. Oh yeah, we need to be so far out. What? We need to be like right here. Skinny, skinny. What? I'm a bit worried if we'll have room given that we're this large. Maybe we can trim it down a bit to maybe there to here. What's that one comic illustrator who had like the crazy chest of Captain America? I'm trying to avoid doing that with V1 right now, but I can't make any promises. This is a bit less stark. Definitely not as tall. So it should be like right here. You need to be making less egregious. I'll explain the joke because it is kind of one thing that a lot of streamers do is they play, indie games. And with it being an indie game, it's highly likely for a developer for that game to be in chat. So typically, to make it known that there's a dev in chat, people say dev in chat. So it's a bit of a subversion, just like a what? If it's something that there cannot be a dev for, or there really shouldn't be a dev for. I'm planning to do this on my friend's stream next time he streams. Don't tell anybody. About halfway. That's when we start tapering here. See, that feels a lot better. I probably mumbled saying dev in chat as well, so that's probably doesn't help. Cool. We're gonna have our arms starting right here, maybe even a bit higher. I feel like I'm getting punched every time I look at my other monitor. Ugh. Okay. Let's see, that sits right here-ish, because we like the flat part of the waist kind of happens right here. We have like this weird part going, so maybe that can go like this instead. This is going right here. And then it goes into these waist forms. What is that? Oh, so I can look at this one, but I can't look at the Apple one? Interesting. Oh, it's an Apple emoji. Dude, I am so dumb. Holy. Like an emoji from Apple. That's... As you guys can tell, my professors don't really like me. Got a good chassis going so far. Okay. So elbow. You can see the waistline, so I'm gonna assume maybe about right here. It's a bit long. I'd like to move it up just a tiny bit. So we have that. The arm kind of does go down a bit. I like that. Oh, this song. Turn that shit up. Sorry. This is a classic. See, that's a hexagon. Hexagon would be best. I mean, you could have a rectangle. Please do. Please do, James. I can promise you. I can't promise you the world will be here tomorrow, but the world will most likely be here tomorrow and much more tolerable now that you've gotten a couple hours of sleep. Have a good night. Instinctively, I want to bring the camera closer. I'm not going to, because I think this is going to be my new thing, unless a lot of people complain. If so, it will not be my new thing. B1 kind of has this cool, like... Okay, shapes time, because it's like the only way I'm getting through this. We haven't really set ourselves up for proportions or anything specific, but the easier I can make my life, better. So we're assuming the wrist's probably ends here. Maybe we could have a bit of a joint. And we want this longer. This more immediate. This definitely starts. This ends at like the halfway mark of that one. Hey, Bear Mug. Oh, your birthday tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Wait, Jim's happy early birthday. We're going to remember tomorrow. I for complete. Oh, wow. Happy early birthday. Enjoy it. Oh my goodness. The big 1-4. Have a good night, Jims. Oh, Bear Mug, we have to have a Roblox celebration tomorrow. I can't believe it. I didn't say his name. I didn't say his name. I didn't say this streamer's name. You cannot dock me today, okay? I didn't say his name yet. Get at the fine China. Hey, Bear Mug, I've been meaning to ask you, have you watched Beastars Season 3? I've only seen clips from it because like someone on YouTube was just posting tons of clips of it. Um, because I love Season 2, but I've heard questionable things about Season 3. You wish it was Thursday? I wish it was still today because I got a lot of stuff to do. Why do you wish it was Thursday? This just looks bad, doesn't it? What's going on here? What is your opinion on Season 3? Mind me asking. And also why you would like for it to be Thursday. Spring break. Oh, huge. Oh my gosh. Let's go. I forgot my spring break is considered early among quite a few people. Well, congrats. Very happy to hear. You have earned it. This hand's too big. Too big, I say. Finger needs to end here. Nope. Oh, just came back from Whoa. Oh, you did watch season 3 of Beastars. I didn't know that, Delano. I didn't know you were a Beastars enjoyer. I read the manga, and the animation's awesome. Orange Studio is just so good with 3D. Huge. I'm just here for Legoshi and Haru dynamics. I'm just here for Legoshi and Lewis dynamics, but sure. No, I didn't. I was moving. Ah, I gotcha. Still, no, the show is quite adorable. I do like it. Not my entire thing, but I enjoyed it quite a bit, especially the music. I swear, dude. What is it? Is it? I think it's called Wolf and Rabbit from season 1. It could make me cry. It's such a good song. It's the kind of piano solo one that turns into like a violin duet. That too. Shout out. Seated 1, episode 2. I don't know them off the top of my head here, right? I mean, that's episode 2, right? So you're right. I think I know the one you're talking about. It's the one where they're both in the cast, not cast. Oh wait, okay, no, that one. Okay, yep, never mind. Sorry, I thought you were speaking of Lewis. Yeah, that we don't talk about. It's so crazy because like when you're telling your friend to start an anime, you're like, okay, just get past the first 3 episodes. Beastars. I get it. They're trying to like for people who watch the show for they're trying to capture them, you know. But dude, it's like No, this is a bit different because Great Teacher Onizuka is definitely a totally different story. But it's like when I try talking about Great Teacher Onizuka, I'm like, yeah, skip the first 10 episodes. You know, it's like, and even then, Onizuka's pulling some wild stuff. So I can't even like talk about that too much. I wanted to watch my friend to watch Dandadan, but they got very uncomfortable, which is understandable. Yeah, that's because Dandadan is definitely not one of those kind of shows, but the scene that the literally the first scene, yeah, that's a very heavy topic. I think they address it pretty maturely later as to why Turbo Granny does it or protects people. And as a stark contrast as to what the aliens were trying to do. But it is definitely spoken of lightly in the show, and probably too light for someone who like doesn't already know the show's intentions to be like, oh, this is funny. Isn't an entry anime. Hmm. I guess. I'd say because like it's just so flashy, you can get behind the story instantly. I'd say like it's yeah, I'd say like the entry anime is probably like Demon Slayer. I feel like that would get a lot of people on very fast. It's not too gory. It is gory in some parts. It's not like JJK though. It's a classic kind of shonen like Solo Leveling. I just heard that like a lot of nothing happens, but I've not watched it, so I don't know. True. Yeah, I'd definitely fight to say Demon Slayer is probably one of the best entry levels. It's a good series, but if you're looking for story and stuff, Solo Leveling isn't it? Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't even say what is it? That was like a prime example of me losing my thought mid sentence. Episodic. I'm not sure if you're talking about Solo Leveling. Demon Slayer is kind of all over the place because like there's movies. They had this like for Hashira training. They had these like 45-minute episodes. But yeah, like I can because an entry level anime to me doesn't have a crazy in depth story. It's a surface level, pretty normal one. So I think like a shonen is just good for that. Like you can't really go wrong with a shonen in that regards. Wait, let's do the knuckle blaster. Oh, guys. What is this? Like Clockwork. Oh, and it got a new Twitch achievement. Like Clockwork 3. Stream for 25 hours. No, stream for 12 hours in the last 30 days. Easy. So here's some. Why is this so foreshortened? Ugh. I also got the jackhammer. Heard of Lazarus? No, I've not heard of Lazarus. The Knuckle Blaster. Look at that. Oh, you guys can barely see it. Here, right? Oh, it's kind of in the way. There we go. It is a shotgun tied to your knuckles. That is it. Really, when I'm trying to find an image of us looking down this, but I don't think I can. Trying to find a better V1 Sketchfab that has. Well, ask and ye shall receive. Holy moly. There we go. There's the Knuckle Blaster, folks. It is a bit merged right now. Can I turn off V1s? Doesn't look like it. Let's turn off post-processing, though. Arm does remove. Just scale down the arm you don't want. Bones influence. That's... How do you scale down arm that I don't want? That bird that I hate. Who do you have to use it on? How? Okay, this is probably not how you do it. I think they mean that outside of this, I guess. Your enemies. Bear Mug, what? How many enemies do you have? Okay, so with this, we're gonna be seeing the top of the Knuckle Blaster. That sounds. I'm not gonna talk about no. Okay, sorry. Okay. I feel like this would make more sense with a, guys. Should we do the Knuckle Blaster, which makes sense, or should we do a sandwich? Unexpected, interesting. So many. Actually, everybody is my enemy. Ah, you're testing me, and I will not say his name. Every time I hear that song, though, I do think of him, though. That insipid streamer. A blight upon the world. Sandwich. Hell yeah. I wish I could see the other end of this fist. Like clenched. But for now, we just have to work with what we got. Ooh, crazy music. Not totally vibing with this one. We're gonna keep going. Feel like they're bigger than that. Oh, Delano, I'm very excited to see what you're drawing. Unexpected, huh? I have an idea. Oop, an idea, but out of fear of being wrong, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, still watching Apothecary Diaries. It's cute. Not really stunned by it. Once again, I'm probably being more harsh towards it because um of Freerun. You can't, watch Peak and then go to something else and not feel a little bit biased, so no, I'm not feeling this either. We're doing normal hand. It's just so hard to see what this is. You'll never guess what it is in a million years. I have an idea. I could write it down and like fold it, but the person who made this model, wow, that's a kind of cool angle now that I'm thinking about it. The person who made this model, their profile picture is Omni-Man, or not Omni-Man. Who's the dude from Megamind? The superhero from Megamind, but Medic from Team Fortress 2. We are on the Internet of Things, so it makes sense that the image would exist. It's just I didn't really think it would. Cool. It's a bit scratchy. Actually, it has kind of this taper to it. I want to draw like V1's face up here, or V1 Gabriel's face up here, looking like really concerned, but we're gonna go to this V1. It's a bit easier to see things. I don't need to look at pricing. That's some tangent line. Okay, placement of the head is a bit difficult here. If I say something like this would probably be fine. See, that's a bit forward, like its neck is scrunching. Bit higher. This is just making it feel a bit pinched, but we're gonna deal. A bit more to left. Make this a bit steeper. I think it's pretty rad. Maybe that is a bit high. I'm just so surprised that the wow, voice crack. The Tunic soundtrack is still going. Like it is so extensive. That's amazing. His jaw's like actually, or like whatever this thing is, which I'm calling the jaw, it's quite large. So screw the neck, I guess. We have like a tangent line right here between the two. Not too happy with this way of doing the face. Even though it's like, I think, closer to the actual thing, I'm just not feeling it. Just exaggerate the V1 features, make it more V1-esque. Goodness. This may be one where we have to humble ourselves and not ink it. I'd rather not, but I mean, we are getting close. We just have the wings left, but he looks so happy. He's so proud of his sandwich that he made for you guys. Will you take it? It'd be awfully mean if you don't take his sandwich. Look at that V1 Dumpy. Yeah, what? I watched Joel. Leave me alone. God, this thing is just the best ever. Full stop. I guess we gotta do the legs. Or at least some of it. Darn arms. We can't get a good side profile of the V1 leg. We do go a bit back here though. We have like this line. Dang. We have like that chassis part that it aligns with, so. I was gonna say, V1's got some. Hey, yo. Maybe should be higher, shouldn't it? AOing about nothing, nothing at all. Don't worry yourself. Irma, keep working on your 50% or whatever it's called. Yep. Nothing to see here. Just drawing some Robot posterior. I did not expect the Tunic soundtrack to be so long. I mean, yeah, that's the best way to put it. Very happy I picked this for tonight's stream. Matches the vibe perfectly. God, that's such a good GIF. Can we just like claim a GIF for our own or a GIF emote? Like just make it ours? Because I'm totally up for doing that with the little dancing dino. What even is it called? Dino dance. Boom. See, it just makes sense. Alliteration. Man, I remember. Okay, I can't. This sounds egotistical. Be like, remember when I. Remember. I remember. There we go. It makes it sound a bit less like ego driven. We used to title all of our streams with like super cylinders. Even though that's not a good example, but you know, stuff like that. We used to have alliteration. I used to. And I realized it's probably more beneficial to just stream what we're actually doing. And in the most part, I don't care, but it did have character to it, right? Tumultuous textures, that was probably one. What if an emote, but it's sandwich? There's this emote that someone used on the Drawabox Discord. It's like a beardy, like doing the head bob thing up and down, and I love it a ton. If there's anything, I'd want that, but with sandwich. I really hope sandwich is doing well. It is kind of like supreme, maybe a little bit hot, but supreme annul weather right now. Okay, I'm just gonna do these as planes. I hate doing these because it's so repetitive. See, this one's definitely above the head, so I need to start there. Mercy, Overwatch. Let's see, it's gonna go like this instead. You have to be very careful with these. Because, like, yeah, that doesn't make too much sense. Ain't big enough. So that means Promised myself I'd get a smoothie at the gym the other day and I didn't, so maybe Friday's a good smoothie kind of day. Mercy Overwatch, I know, right? Just instead, this one's kind of unhealthfully, actually healthfully obsessed with blood. Just it is going to steal yours. Um, I get it. Like it makes sense. A robot powered by blood. How have we not come up with this before? It's such a cool and metal concept, and it probably has existed in some point in history in some way. But Ultra Kill just did it perfectly. I know I'm glazing Ultra Kill. Blah blah blah. The most recent update is awesome. Their dev team is funny. They know what players want. And the only thing they haven't given that the players want is just infinite updates, but they can't really do that. Oh yeah, also Bear, I hope you enjoyed the Lizard Wizard. I was listening to that to the gym this morning. I was like, oh shoot, people if they like the Ultra Kill stuff, they'd probably like this because I mean it is even in Ultra Kill. They have it in the Cyber Grind. Okay, let's. Should we ink this, everybody? Because the wings in the background would make it quite difficult. I just realized it does make sense because the Knuckle Blaster is the left hand. Huge. That is not get out of bed music for me. Get out of bed music is definitely some like hip hop, jazz hop, something like that. But that is definitely the gym material I needed this morning. Sometimes more instrumentally focused, so like stuff like Woodkid even, like Apache. It's rare. My go-to gym stuff is synth. So from like, Carpenter Brut to there's a Brut, who knows? Um, Magic Sword, very 80s synthy. Not like dark synth. I've tried dark synth. I couldn't name anything dark synth off the top of my head. I've tried it. Not totally my jam though. Maybe this should be a bit skinnier. Okay, guys, do we ink it? Gotcha, gotcha. Or do we just go crazy with the pencil, which I'm actually kind of for once. We ink it? Okay. We shall ink it. I just don't know what we're gonna do for the wings. If you guys have any suggestions, please. I don't know how to like suggest that it's in the background with equal line weight. I will do hard edges around V1, but yeah, there's only so much we can do, right? Oh, there's ink on the side of this. How did I manage that? Is this a fine liner moment? Ah! Let's get on it. Yeah, you probably got time. Oh, this is going to create a separate line weight, though, if I'm not careful. I was careful. Oh, well, I mean, that works out. Just V1 jump scare a bit, but symmetry is kind of key here. We gotta be careful. Bent that one a bit too much because my head wasn't in the right place to see it. Do you have any ideas for yours today, Sir Bear? Huge. I was hoping you'd spoil it to me, but if you want to keep it a secret, I'm totally down. Okay, that went wrong, but it's not too noticeable, so that's okay. You could wish your. I apologize. My bad. My bad, Bear. Does Twitch have the ability to put pronouns inside of your account? Doesn't look like it. Well, my bad. I will make note to use that correctly next time. That is always a huge fear. Not a huge fear, but a point of contention I have with Discord because it hasn't been normalized to put the correct. Like some people put uh that/guy or stuff like that, which I mean it's funny, yeah, whatever, but it does make me trying to be more accommodating a bit more difficult. Okay, I guess we do the neck next, but I'm gonna do this because it's in the foreground. There we go. Cool, cool. I'm gonna separate the chest form here. Ah, that should have been more to the right. Whoopsies. Look so happy, guys. That's the thing. It honestly, okay, this sounds really stupid and silly, but V1 in real life is the equivalent of like fantasizing that you'd have a tiger, a pet tiger, because like V1 is just a machine that kills. Why is humanity dead? We don't really know, or not that I know of. I don't know Ultra Kill lore that much, but probably because of this guy. Probably the fact that mankind is dead, hell is full, and blood is fuel. I think all of those are correlated. I mean, it only makes sense, but who am I to judge? Maybe V1's innocent. A lot of tangent lines right there. Uh-oh. It's such a good intro. I know, I'm fangirling about Ultra Kill again. If you guys haven't seen the Ultra Kill intro, please don't and go play it. So then you can see it for yourself. Time to start huge. What medium are you going to be doing this time? Is it going to be... Oh my god, I completely forgot. You'd like a song for this? Okay, let's do it. Also, I completely forgot. You did yesterday in MS Paint. I completely thought it... Yo. Insane. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. What kind of music you're looking for? Do you want some Ultra Kill music, or would you like some... We could do King Gizzard. I wouldn't be opposed. You did? Oh, I think you mentioned that. Never mind. My bad. I was gonna say that looks crazy. You want some intense? What's the vibe? I can probably find something for it. I went from listening to Gizzard earlier today to listening to Leife, right? And everything in between. Gustav Holst I listened to earlier. You're not that good. I mean, you're the one using Procreate. That stuff is pretty crazy. Oh, you want the last song name? Oh, okay. Let's see. There's two last songs. There was this one, which is The Air. Not sure if that's the one you wanted. And then there is. Oh wait, no, it's not. Why is it not updating? Oh, yeah, sorry. This one's Soapstone Visions, right there by Life Formed and Janice Kwan. This is from the Tunic soundtrack. So Soapstone Visions, The Air, and we'll listen to this one again because it was pretty good. Huge. You know, remind me. I don't think you were there for that stream. We're gonna play some panoramic feelings from the piano edition from. Is it Dead Cells or is it no? It's Katana Zero. That song gives similar vibes to this. It's excellent. Oh, I already messed up the hexagon. Why is hexagons like the worst shape? Shout out triangles. Oh my goodness, this is messed up. Well, they're most. You're like an indie game OST connoisseur. That is my one and only job. I think I've talked about this before, but like all I do all day is just listen to music because I'm working. So like the only thing that can make work better, other than probably like drugs, is uh is music. I'm gonna just do some fake wiring like that right there to make it silhouette, fill up the silhouette a bit. So yeah, this isn't true to V1. I am being a heretical person right now, but yeah, let's do the fists kind of coming through the burger. Let's get some panoramic feelings going too. And you're gonna see why it's called panoramic theorems. I've been stuttering and getting my words mixed a lot lately. I don't know what's about that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a bit more stressed. That's probably it. La la la, panoramic feelings, piano. No, give it back. Yes, there it is. Cool. Turn it up a little bit. Burger. Burger have seeds. Me saying that's probably killing the vibe of this song. I apologize. Burger. That line started early. It's a floating burger. I don't know what to say. Okay, yikes. Oh, okay. We're messing things up. Good song. There's an here. Let's see if he's on Spotify. Actually, I would want to pay. Oh, okay. We're going for the actual song now. Well, who cares? This is the non-piano version, which I still like a lot as well. Huge. Good to hear. Good to hear. We're gonna play it one more time because why not? It's a repeatable song. Pretty nice loop. This is the kind of song where your friend and you have a long and impassioned speech about something over like a cityscape, you know? I hate the state I live in, or maybe just where I live in the state. It's very flat, and so there's not many good views. You do have these, these days with rather beautiful sunsets and such. I'll not be so far removed as to call those beautiful, but I do wish we had mountains, or actually, we do have mountain. I wish we had more, especially where I lived. The grass is only always greener, and I bet a person who wakes up in Austria doesn't really consider the beauty of the Alps right next to them. And if they do, I'd consider them supremely lucky because I probably take stuff for granted like that too. But I'd still like it. I've always wanted to live next to the water. I think that's a big goal of mine. Totally not because I want to tame a flock of seagulls to harass the populace. Uh, but I do a heavier line right here. What is that? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. I think it's another apple emoji. Cool, cool. We're now going back to this. I wish the rest of the Katana Zero soundtrack was like that, but it's very intense. Infinite Wishes. Oh, wait, no. Let's go to Ascendance. My apologies. We've already listened to that one. It is kind of crazy the total and beauty and effort that goes into all indie games. Like you summed it all up. That sheer amount of creativity. In fact, if you yeah, I don't think this is a controversial or surprising take, but if you summed up all the creativity and passion that went into every single indie game, probably because there's just more indie games as well, it would definitely trump the passion and creativity put into triple A's and stuff like that. And maybe that's a commentary on that creativity and passion doesn't necessarily make a great selling product or that it's sought after by big companies, but who knows? Yo, what? What is up, Sadie? And given your job, it's a good thing that work is dead, right? Hopefully. I hope it's a good thing that work is dead, because that means less chaos. 20 minutes left, huge. Sadie, you should have been here last stream. We had a 4 hour stream. That's probably a good thing then. I, who worked at a restaurant, also liked when it was dead, but that also meant I got paid less. So you get to chill, huge. Let's see. Ooh, what is this song? Okay. I actually the second year I worked there, they took me off tip because I ended up becoming like the everyman. Like they were like, oh shoot, this guy like I was dishwasher, server, expo, janitor. Like I mean, when you're a busser, you know all that. So they took me off, but it was also smart because now that my pay was like not variant, they couldn't pay me dishwasher salary anymore, which was higher than my base salary. Not even salary is a weekly paycheck, so whatever you call that. But yeah, they got me on that one. Okay, guys, let's do the wings, and we won't regret doing the wings. You know what? We won't regret it so much because I'm gonna be smart. I only have 1 millimeter, but I think that'll be fine. I believe. Is 1 millimeter good enough for this, or should we do 0.3? Yeah, I think we made a good choice. We'll see. Oof, goodness. Well, my hands got so sweaty and clammy when I work, so pardon all the typos. You're fine. I make so many worse. We love anxiety. Oh, goodness. You know, I get thankfully, I'm not gonna say thankfully, I don't get the sweaty hands. I do get the shakes though. On all my exams, my handwriting dies because of the shakes. It's such a difficult thing to fix. I don't know how to fix it other than be less anxious, but we've all tried that one. You're fine, you're fine. That is valid. I mean, it's now starting to warm up, so my bike rides, yeah, become a lot more uncomfortable in general. Oof. There we go. Also, amazing work on your prompt today, Sadie. You inspire millions. And yeah, so not Soko. Who was it? Canoe. Canoe was right. You've seen just in the month alone from doing chemo. Is it chemo? I feels weird saying chemo. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you have drastically improved. Uh, and drastically makes it sound mean. I'm sorry. You know, you are showing technique and things that are the hallmarks of a learned person who is gaining experience through doing. I had to channel my like inner Marshall Vandruff right there. Marshall Vandruff is so well spoken. Yeah, we're gonna thicker outline. Try not to smear ink, which I just did. Dang it. So much love from whoever showed her too, and it makes me really happy. Yeah, that's the cool part about art is when everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so awesome." We have to be careful with this line weight, don't we? This is going much smoother than last night. Like, damn, I had a good idea. Yeah, I know, right? Promptathon is my favorite part of Drawabox, I think. It has to be. Not to like undermine the other amazing parts of Drawabox, but you see the best parts of Drawabox happen during Promptathon, right? You see the community get together. You see a lot of awesome work. People kind of come out of the woodwork. Uh, like people who haven't even been in Drawabox for a minute, and they come and draw. Yeah. I love seeing Soko stuff. I know I'm a Soko fanboy, I guess, but seeing Soko artwork is a blessing. Canoes today was awesome. Whoever did that animation, that was so cool. I really like whoever did. There's like they had a cat between their two legs. I love that. That was so like super adorable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and we cannot forget Soko's recent exploits and what is it called? Oh my gosh, why am I tripping? Chemo. Their figure drawing and such. We are really blessed to be able to view such amazing creators. I'm not too happy with this one, but I think we're gonna leave it here. Leave it here. I don't want to texture or overdo anything, and yeah, it's almost 10, so we had a good 2.5 hour stream. The eyeball sandwiches, man, I'm so mad. I can't remember. I think it was. I can't remember their name. They did the mimic sandwich, and I was like literally seconds off from doing that. But whatever. We got to put V1 in today's prompt, so I'm not caring too much. No, no, no. I'm sorry. Okay, here we'll add more detail for the sake of Sadie being here. Why not? Also, I do have messages on Discord. We'll see. I don't know where to add detail though. We'll do some of the vents and stuff, and we'll bring the 3mm for this. I'll ruin it anyways. Oh wait, this was a 4mm instead of a 3mm. I'm tripping. Also, I left the music a bit loud. We'll turn it down just a tiny bit. There we go. Huge, huge. My friend would like to watch Arcane before I go to sleep. I'm pulling a melatonin skip tonight as well, so I want to watch an episode of Arcane or just whatever. I think we're gonna actually watch Dropout, which I've been thoroughly enjoying. Actually, I probably shouldn't watch Dropout. Oh goodness. Yikes! There comes the mistake. um, Probably shouldn't watch Dropout because that kind of fixes it. I'll laugh, and laughing will like make me less tired. Legit, whenever I'm watching Dropout with this person, I smile so much it hurts. It actually hurts my face. Which is definitely a good thing, but I'd rather my face didn't hurt while I was going to sleep. Dropout is a I guess it's a company, but they do if you've ever seen YouTube shorts like Game Changers, like their TikTok, they host that show, Sam Reich. Um it has all of these very funny comedians. They host a lot of the like I think a Critical Role, right? I could be getting this wrong and I'll be yelled at, but a lot of the D&D shows as well. Um if you've ever seen Brennan Lee Mulligan, he's on there. You know, that's that's where a lot of people know him from. Very, very funny cast and crew. I highly recommend you check it out. It is the perfect thing to turn on with a friend or group of friends and just to watch and laugh a ton. So yeah, that's my pitch. It is good stuff. Kind of giving like I'm not sure if you guys grew up with America's Funniest Home Videos. It, Same vibes. I can't tell you why, but it just I remember laughing like that as a kid, and now I'm laughing like that now as an adult with Dropout. So will there ever be a point where me saying I watched AFV when I was younger makes me sound old? Are we old? Will like Gen Alphas call us old for watching AFV? Okay, this one does make me sound old. I watched Full House when I was younger, mainly because my parents were like, "Hey, watch Full House." I was like, "Okay." I am Gen Z, surprisingly. Oh wait, Gen Z? Yes, I think so. Gen Z. I give 30-year-old vibes. So isn't that Gen X? I give Gen X vibes for sure. And people who have seen me in real life think I am 30. So, or like, for context, I traveled to Portugal. Oh shoot. Okay, here. I started this. Oh, millennial. Okay, gotcha. I started this YouTube channel before I was 20. When I went to Portugal, which happened during the span of this channel, people thought I was 25. For context, they thought I was like 24 to 25. That was their guess. Gen X is like 50s. Ah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not Gen X then. I'm a millennial, but right on the cusp of Gen Z, so I identify as millennial, but can hang out with Gen Z. I think that's kind of best of both worlds, because then you're allowed to like partake in the supremely better millennial. Would you say Gen Z or millennials had Vine? I'd consider whoever has had Vine, whoever owned Vine to be Calva's Gen Alpha. He has a tablet in his hand right now. You guys got me. You're stuck with us skibbities. Ew, ew. Oh god, Skibbity Rizzo. Hi guys. You know how to. Sorry. Sorry. Oh god. I'll never do that again. That made me sick. You're so Phantom Tax. You're just. TikTok is Gen Z. Yeah, I was gonna say Vine is millennial. TikTok is Gen Z. Yeah, I could get behind that. I remember my sisters having a Vine account. I'm like, you guys are so cringe. And now I'm a YouTuber, so that's a thing that has happened. Oh, I can't show you guys this video. Yeah, I turned off clipping on this channel. Yes, because it's all on YouTube anyways. At least you make educational. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's barely educational, but I get to. Yeah, I get to say I'm helping someone somewhere. But so I have a story about this. When I was working at my restaurant job, there was like a snack bar for kids. Um, that's the thing. I'm worried about copyrighted music getting clipped because don't you get in trouble or like taken down? If not, I'll enable them. I'm cool with enabling them. I won't stress. Um, yeah, because that's the only reason I turned them off is because I heard Vinny like had to take down a lot of clips or something, or a lot of them did get taken down because of copyrighted music. So I don't know if there's a way to clip VODs. Yeah, yeah. At least we get to stream music. I'm happy with that. Anyways, at my restaurant job, here I'm waiting for my friend to get home to watch so we can like chill here for a second. This probably needs to dry. At my restaurant job, you have like the kitchen, right? You have like some stuff right here. Basically, kitchen over here, and then there's a snack bar right here, and then this is like the seating and dining and everything, right? And there's at the snack bar, kids can kind of see around in the kitchen, which is where I mainly worked. I was expo or server, and you could also hear the kids like prop themselves up on the counter and go like, "I want a Snickers" or something like that, right? It just being super annoying. Sorry, kids, you were annoying. And we had name tags, so they would call us by name. But I remember just like standing probably like right here. I was on break or just chilling, right? And then a kid just goes whoosh across the window and just goes ooh, ooh skibbity, like Doppler effect. I think I've talked about this before on stream, but it was just so ridiculous. I have a video of me at the snack bar asking the kids what they wanted because I like the other snack person I was like covering for them, and they were like ooh, ooh. I'm like, what does that mean? Obviously playing, and they're like ooh, ooh, and they ran off. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with these children? These were like two probably like 12-year-olds, 12-year-old brothers or friends. So hey, I mean, all I know is I'm not giving my kid an iPad. That's a fact. Sorry, I'm gonna be yeah. Akira mean leave me. Exactly that. I forgot the point of the story was that the child is running back and forth saying a woo. Yep, that's basically it. That's all you needed to know. I'm not the best storyteller, but I think anyone can anyone can get that. Oh jeez. Jeez, man. That was a fun job though. It honestly felt like a summer camp, which is crazy to say about a job. It was arduous. I did have those doubles that just completely ate me alive. And I was like talking to nobody by the end of it. Nobody was talking to me. It was just, one of those silent shifts. But despite some of the worst days, which are bound to happen in any job, it was still pretty dang fun. No, 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 you're fine. I have the ability to read and to not read chat, so that's of my own volition, no worries. Cool. Okay, I'd say this is good enough. We have added our tiny details and tattoos. We've messed some stuff up. I kind of want to make this, but I'm just going to add some symmetry here and act like it's on purpose, I guess. Okay, we're going to wait for it to dry for a second. I'm going to blow on my page a bit. Can you hear that? You guys can't, huh? Good stream today, though. Very glad it wasn't 4 hours. Almost 3. But that means I can melatonin skip and not feel bad about it, so. I'm just going to wake up earlier tomorrow. I think, honestly, at this point, I need to study so bad that I'm just going to straight up go to the library, which is something I haven't done in a while. And just bring my... Because here's my reason I don't go to the library. One, people are rude. I'm on the silent floor, and people are not being silent on the silent floor. I'm very OCD. That destroys me, right? I can't handle that. But also, I need my computer. I am a cybersecurity computer science major. I'm not reinstalling all my tooling on my laptop that probably couldn't run it. Uh, like when I was a general engineer or any of that, sure, it was easier. But now I depend upon my computer. So But it may come to that, or maybe a coffee shop. Just coffee shops suck because I can't have caffeine. Worst genetics. I can't nap. I can't have caffeine. I also can't have fun. How do you keep your kneaded eraser from getting hairy? Do you have any animals? Because I don't have any animals here, and I keep them. I have a wooden box, and I just keep it there. And like I'm very strict about my materials, so I keep them. Like when I do use it, yeah, I've grown up with four dogs and like six cats. Plenty more dogs I have raised, and we have either like given to other people or stuff like that. So I've had my fair share, and I know how to quarantine an area. Four cats, yeah. That's the thing. I share my office space with three of my dogs, and every night before I stream, I sweep. I sweep. I have like a cordoned off area where they're not allowed in. I'll hang out with them outside, but they know they're not allowed to go in there. Um, and I'm just very meticulous about like art supplies are out when dogs aren't in. They'll never meet each other. Okay, I say V1 looks quite happy with his knuckle sandwich. It does look. This does look really weird. Actually, it doesn't have. We'll do this. That looks even weirder, but whatever. Yeah, yeah. Kept involvement in all of your PC. No more desk for you guys. Oh goodness. Yeah, it just takes one thing, right? That's my thing with animals is I have a zero trust policy. If I get my own dog in the future, I may let them share the bed with me. I've heard it's not good for your health, but I also love my animals a ton, and it would be hard for me to say no. But yeah, I'm very. I've had a dog that's as tall as the counters in my kitchen, and he will just scan them. So yeah. Anyways, I'll call this a success, everybody. Yeah. So I'll go take a picture of this. We'll do it after stream. I did last stream show how to submit everything. Hopefully you guys don't have any errors in your Imager submissions today. That did maybe happen to one or two people yesterday. But yeah, thank you for joining us, Sadie. Thank you. Let's see, we had Bear, we had Penguin, Jims. We did not see Luffy today. I hope Luffy's doing well. I think that was everybody. Oh, and Delano, of course. Obligatory. Yeah. So, we're gonna be streaming every single day of the week up until the end of Promptathon, and it actually works out. I said at the end, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. But yeah, we'll be streaming every single day up till next Tuesday, and it works out because Thursday is my big exam. So if we don't stream Wednesday, it gives me a break from Promptathon. It gives me a break to study for the exam. What is that? Wait, is that the thing from Arcane? I'm just watching Arcane. Is that the little goober Heimerdinger's like pet? Oh my gosh, no, I'm sorry guys. This isn't as fun as the dancing dino or the dino dance emote. I'd prefer that one. Anyways, so yeah, not really any more news. Yeah. Okay, so one more time, guys. Sincerely, thank you for joining me. It's been tons of fun. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. See you guys. Oh, dang, we get the cool music right as I leave. Bye.